When I wrote this book, I wrote it because I personally was experiencing a lot of trauma. I personally was experiencing a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, and I wasn't even aware that I was experiencing that. But the reality is this. A lot of people that suffer from depression and anxiety today are not even aware that they are suffering from depression or anxiety. They are in this stage of denial that they're not suffering from anything. And sometimes what we say is that life is happening to me, that the world is against us in some way, shape, or form, right? But here's the truth. When I was suffering from depression and anxiety, nobody could have told me that I was suffering from that crap. And until I finally hit my rock bottom, that's when I finally realized that there was something wrong with me. But here's the truth. Nobody really knows what the journey is to healing anxiety or depression. Or at least we don't know what that journey looks like or what we need to do when we're going through this process. And normally we reach out to people like psychologists and therapists or maybe our next of kin to help us through this process. But here's the reality. When I went through this, I was all alone. And I wasn't alone because I didn't have anybody around me. I was alone because I actually isolated myself away from everybody out there. And I did this unconsciously. And when I went through this process, I decided to document this as much as I could. And I did. And through this journey, through this process, I learned one thing. I learned that I was unconscious. I learned that I was not aware of myself. And when I learned that truth, I started my journey. The biggest lesson that I took from this journey was that the troubles that I had in my head, that the emotions that I was experiencing, that these feeling sensations in my body, these feeling sensations in my head, they were the product of unresolved trauma. And I want to invite you into my story. And in the next episodes, I'm going to share a lot more personal stories of my life and how this book became a reality. And if you want to hear more, I would love to hear more from you. Questions, observations, whatever it is that you can't note about my experience. I would love to answer all of your questions. So drop the comments here or here. Make sure to like it. And I'll be looking for your questions. See you then.